Tonight, we are going to camp right here and this location was the last place Kenny Veach parked his car and supposedly hiked up that mountain.
Red Rock Search and Rescue works very closely with several law enforcement agencies. The group gets a call, they show up and look for any leads while out searching. Recently, volunteers were out looking for Kenny Veach. The hiker went missing nearly 5 years ago. He says it's one of the oldest cases the group has been working on. His hope is to give families of cold missing persons cases the closure most are desperately waiting for.
So we go out there just so that we can help solve the mystery and then so that we can give answers to the family.
To a mine to go find the infamous M Cave, which I believe is a decoy. Stay tuned. You're going to want to hear the theories of this.
Waited so long to report him, nearly 8 days to report him missing, and then she must have had Detective Hawley so convinced that he was already dead.
But first, I got to level my Forerunner so I can camp. As you can see, this is levels, and the vehicle is at a slope. And I got to figure out how I'm going to get that thing leveled. Good evening. It's Sunday, November 10th. It is exactly 5:45. And not saying this was the time that Kenny Veach disappeared, but this is the place he went and got into another vehicle and drove off, and now is hiding. We're staying out of the public eye, let's just say.
He staged his own disappearance to escape the stresses of his life and finances. There are those in his family that fully believe Kenny is alive.
I have kind of a gut feeling that he is.
Well, Hunter messaged me and said, you know what? He goes, Kenny told me and my dad that he could disappear and nobody would find him. CCTV footage till 2021. So
that got broken into.
Yeah, that was his brother and sister-in-law.
Brother and sister-in-law. Okay.
Yeah, and the only person. And even if you watch the HLN documentary, nobody, and the guys from CNN, because that's who did the documentary, they told me when they came to my house in Mesquite, they said, you know what's really weird? He said, we interviewed a lot of people about Kenny, both on camera and off camera. And he said the only person pushing the suicide agenda was Sharon. But when they did the documentary, they had a copy of the police report, and they don't mention one time in that damn documentary that she waited 8 days to report him missing. I asked Kyle, the interviewer, for a copy of it, and because I tried getting it through the police, and they told me only 2 people could get that police report: Vicky, because she's next to Ken, and Sharon, because she's the one that reported him missing. They literally, like, you know, they automatically scoped her out as being crooked.
All right. So this is who we're talking about being crooked. Sharon Pilgrim. What we're looking at her here is her account on LinkedIn. And it states that she's a founder and CEO of, since 1997, Living Life. And what was the other one called? Living Well. Well, both of these have been revoked. Her license was revoked literally, one in 96 and the other one in 98. So it wasn't a very long-lived license. And here, if you can look, what was she doing? What was she conning people in? Mental health, social life skills, and Training. Kopany, founder, 2011. There's no such thing because she never opened a business for living abundantly. Personal development and spiritual awakening, member and facilitator, America's Leadership College. Never heard of it. Certified soul coach, life skill coach, personal and spiritual awakening training, real estate investor, vacation travel consultant, creating travel for fun and income. Entrepreneur, leadership and management skills, organizational and operational skills, creating passive income. All of this is a sign of a con artist. Someone who's trying to rip people off. Right here it states that she was the CEO living life August 1997 to present, 27 years. Now I'm going to show you her license. So this is living life revoked, right? You see that word? Revoked. 5th of December, 2003. Revoked. And it said present, right? And Living Well Incorporated, permanent, revoked, 6 July 1998. Permanently revoked. Living Well Incorporated, July 6, 1998. What do you think? Think she was doing this under a license? Or was she conning people and believing that she was a person that was licensed to do something, to give these people her opinion or her personal or professional, so-called professional opinion on their health and well-being? I don't think so. Sounds like a con artist to me. So now let's go to the police report. All right. Sorry, here we are. Here's the missing persons report by Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department on Monday, November 10th, 2014 at 6 a.m. is when this occurred, right? So when he went missing, supposedly at 6 a.m. in the morning is when he either got there or left the house. She made the report. The report was entered on November 17th, 4:52 p.m. So it took her 7 days to report Kenny missing. And this is the police report. I blacked out a lot of the certain information, obviously their personal information. So Pilgrim Sharon, pronounced Sharon, last saw Kenny Veach on November 9th, 2014 at 2200 at the movie theater located at Fort Apache in Sahara. Veach told Pilgrim that he was going camping for 2 days in the mountains north of his house, possibly Corn Creek. Pilgrim told Veach to text her before he heads out. On November 10th at 6 a.m., Veach texted Pilgrim that he was heading out. Pilgrim has not heard from Veach since. Veach is Pilgrim's ex-boyfriend, former cohabitant, and they have had continual contact over the 7 years to including regular hiking. 3 weeks ago, Veach talked about having thoughts of suicide. Of course he did. And stated he would do it in the mountains where nobody could find him. Of course he's told her that. Since that comment, Pilgrim told Veach he would have to contact her every 5 days or so, would call the police for a welfare check. Veach has continually called since then. When Pilgrim had not received contact 5 days after the day he was supposed to be home, she called the police. Veach is losing his house and also owns an unknown type of handgun. It's kind of an odd police report because of her statement. She basically told the police officer exactly what happened, just to say he committed suicide, he ain't coming back because he's losing his house and he has a gun. And of course the police are going to go, okay, no problem. It's not how it works. All right, let's move on. All right, so we got to really think about this on who Sharon really was. This person right here. Sharon Pilgrim. Who was this woman? She claims she's the founder and CEO of Living Life, Living Well, Mental Health, Social Life Skills, Personal Development, Spiritual Awakening. And this is the letter she writes on Kenny's page, Snake Bit McGee, the M Cave hike. She writes this, and what she wrote is basically her watching the videos of all Kenny's videos and writing it. That's what she did. She watched his videos and then she wrote what she saw in the videos and put it here in writing. That's exactly what she did. That's it. That's all she did. This is all fake. And then for somebody whose mental health, social life skill training, I want you to know that I do not think Kenny had an accident. I believe he committed suicide. So somebody with mental health and social skills of life and training for personal development would be able to handle a person who's having these types of thoughts, that she be able to handle these type of people. I would be more curious in how many other people she's been involved with that's gone missing. I mean, someone would have to really do a lot of research on this woman to find out if she's involved in more missing person cases or suicide cases that she could be involved with. Remember the suicide doctor? Allegedly, who knows? But maybe not. Kenny's out there. He's out there. Like I said, I'm trying to get some confirmation right now. But think about all the stuff that she says in this entire letter that she wrote on Snakebit McGee's comment page of that M Cave. I said to him, you aren't going to go pull a Robin Williams on me, are you? That's coming from a mental health, social life skill person. This is her business. This is what she did for a living. This woman here, what kind of life coach are you? What kind of mental, social life skills do you really have? I mean, seriously. And just so you know, his father committed suicide when Kenny was in his 20s. Don't believe this at all. There's more to this story that everybody doesn't really know about. There's more to this right here. Father committed suicide. Then when I get the permission to release more information, I will. I'm not going to. So Sharon Pilgrim, all this talk is basically her watching all Kenny's videos and then writing about it, because there is no living well, health, social life skills in any of this at all. Like, she has no training in how to cope with somebody with these types of situations, obviously. All right, let's move on. All right, what I'm showing here are two different accounts that Sharon's created. She created one in May of 2014 and she created one in October 2014. Why I bring this up is because October of 2014 is when Kenny posted 4 YouTube videos on YouTube of October 17th, 2014. 1 month basically after Sharon decided to report him missing to the Las Vegas Metro Police Department. I know it sounds far-fetched, but listen, she created an account on Twitter October 2014. And so did this Eric the Hiker person. But Eric the Hiker can't be found anymore. His account is no longer available. It's gone. but she was tweeting or texting or whatever you want to call it to Eric on March 16th. I'm sorry, 2016. March 3rd on 2016. She was asking him, Eric the hiker, are you back from your 3-day hike yet? A post on YouTube, but not here. So she's telling him to post it on YouTube, not on Twitter. Why? Why would she tell Eric the hiker to post his response on YouTube? But he never did. He never responded back to her. Isn't this kind of odd that she's talking to someone called Eric the hiker in March, and then in October she created this account basically the same time that Kenny Veach posted all of his videos on YouTube in March of 2014? That's not a coincidence that she created Eric the hiker and Sharon Pilgrim create the account October 2014, and when Kenny posted all his videos on 2014. Is this Kenny Veach, Eric the hiker? Because nowhere does Eric the hiker ever respond back to any of these people, which is kind of odd, if you ask me. Very odd. So Sharon and Eric have some sort of connection with each other. When she created this account, tell me, these two weren't plotting Kenny to disappear, maybe? Interesting. All right, let's move on. I want to do a live feed, but I don't think anybody's interested in doing a live feed at all. And it's just too bad, because I would really like to hear people's take on this, and doing it live would be very interesting due to the fact of all the naysayers out there. And I say that because there's a lot of you out there who think Kenny is, there's a lot of people out there who think he was abducted by aliens. Phone home. Or the government has him.
A short flight from Las Vegas, deep in the Nevada desert, lies Area 51.
Or a mysterious cave swallowed him into another dimension. I mean, I don't know. It's fascinating to hear all these comments and actually see all the other videos that get published out there, and content creators create great videos. But I'm up here. I'm actually where he went, parked his car.
I didn't find the cave. I'm not real happy about that. I know it was there. It's a big freaking mountain range. It's a big giant mountain range. I just walked around the whole mountain range.
His last video that Sharon, the girlfriend, posted, which is very odd for her to post years later. Oh, I can't believe he didn't post this. I don't know why he wouldn't post this. Kenny, right now, I have an idea exactly where you're at. I just got to confirm it, though. So, and I'm in the process of confirming my information that I have from the last time I saw you. I would love to go live out here at Joe May Canyon, where we're at right now. We're sitting. Please subscribe and like and comment. Please, everybody, stay respectful. I respect you guys. I respect every comment I write back to you. There's no meaning to be mean or angry or ugly for any reason. Like right now, I'm looking down towards the road, the dirt road that comes up Joe May Canyon, which is Joe May Canyon Road. And I see a car. It's literally probably a couple miles down the mountain. and I can see everything, and I can see people come up. So if they were coming up, I mean, it gives you enough time to pack up. And all right, let's see. I'm gonna turn this on and see if anybody's gonna go live with me. It would be awesome to go live, but I just don't know. I don't see anybody wanting to go live. But regardless of that, there's so many speculations in regards to this whole disappearance of Kenny Veach that just none of it really makes any sense. I don't think he's gone. I don't think he was sucked into an M cave, and that's why I really want to go live. We can have some feedback. We can talk about it. We can debate it if you want. I'd love to know. I would really, really, really would, just to hear people's thoughts on this whole thing, because to me, this is me again. I believe it's BS, 100%. BS.
Valley is full of people that voluntarily have decided they don't want to be part of the community. If he just wants to desert dwell his whole life, then he should probably do that.
If my theory is true and he did go on to live his own life, knowing my dad, I guarantee he would do absolutely anything and everything to stay low.
All right, here it goes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go live.